Now in the position they will try to use that. H5. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
H5 not allowing the G4. That is correct. King F8, and now we cannot play G4. That is a tragedy. So let's play H3, preparing this G4.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, obviously I don't want to play G4, but we have people in the chat who would love to see that.
Oh. Well, I think I would love to see that as well on the board.
Well, especially if you are black, right?
Yeah.
On the other hand, it is a good question that can black to be a bit aggressive. So let's say I go Queen F6, something like C3, and now go with G5.
Oh. Yeah, I think I really like this for black.
Yeah, I don't think that black is in any kind of danger. Even though, let's say that I ignore that attack and I will go for the pawns. Okay, maybe just some bishop c6 and g4 is coming.
Stafford Gambit improved.
So black, it looks like an easy win for black, right? You cannot stop that g4. There is nothing to do here.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, there you cannot counter it with g4. And c4 might be a bit slow. I will ignore that. c4 on the c4, g4. Well, okay, I don't think that anything similar will happen, but I guess we managed to ruin this position properly for both sides. I mean, yeah, I believe if they don't do something crazy, then yeah, this should be a draw. But well, I can understand this h5 is a very powerful move. I can understand why is Carson thinking, and it is also a bit of a shock, I believe. But yeah, I would like to know if they knew about this h5 or not. So there was a very short game in the World Championship where Gelfand resigned after 17 moves. guess we will have to wait a bit here, so I will use this time to go for a short break myself and to grab some more coffee.
Okay.
So I'll be back in a few minutes.
Sure. Okay, guys, I'm left here entertaining you. What do we think the score is going to be? Draw. You think it's going to be a draw? Even after h5? I think this h5 posed a lot of problems. How's the knee? It's actually, you know, today I can actually walk. As you saw, I came back from the kitchen. So the knee isn't the worst thing in the world now. Also, he shouldn't have given me all this power right now on his chat. I have the power. Yeah, I agree, Tafascan. No draws here. We want to see some action. Mainline rookie 1 is obvious. King f8. Threat is queen h4. And we're going to just checkmate the king. That's what we're going to do with black here. We're going to checkmate the king. Exactly, chess, coffee, cigarettes. Easy. 0-1. I have some toast here, so don't mind me if I'm eating. It's just jam and butter. And I haven't eaten breakfast yet. So I need to eat this. Hopefully we don't get kicked off if he watches the VOD. G5, F5. Next by black. Yes, I think G5 is definitely a possibility. So, but I think he will play rook e1 probably. I can't move the things on the board, but I do think he will play rook e1. You think he's tossing up? I wonder where you got those suggestions. 6bet me. I wonder where you got those suggestions. Dina finishes her 2. What is 2? You mean toast, I guess, but Dina, that is not how you spell my name. My name is on the screen. My name is on the screen. As Nippa now, I will feel so good getting Carlsen out of prep. So modern move. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he did. I think probably Carlsen didn't expect this. I still don't. I'm not convinced that he's out of prep. Gizerdas. I mean, sorry, Gixerdaz. I'll just call you Daz. Daz, if you've been watching the stream so far, surely you must have seen how my name is spelled. My name is actually on the screen twice. It's under the resub and it's under my face. So it just means you haven't been paying attention to the whole stream. You have Alzheimer's, okay.
Still no move.
No move.
That is crazy. Anything interesting meanwhile?
Well, someone doesn't know how to spell my name, so he spelled my name Dina with a H.
Dina. That's an interesting name. Is there such a name as Dina? Let's do some research.
Well, there's Dina Belenkai. Yeah, sure that's.
There is a singer.
Well, I don't know what's H.
Let's find famous people with Dina. Dina Jeffries. With the famous book, The Missing Sister. You have no sister, right?
Here I am.
You have a brother, on the other hand.
I have just, yeah.
So yeah, looks like Dina is a real name. So that's why we can understand the confusion.
Even though the name is on the screen, so he hasn't been paying attention.
Well, Gixor doesn't care about the screen. He only watches the chat, waiting for someone to ban. That's... And there is still no move. This h5 looks like it was very powerful. Completely shocked the world champion, who is thinking for 30 minutes now. What the heck? Carson for a smoke break. Would be funny to find out that he's a smoker.
Yeah, I think so. Since he's so such a huge advocate for sports and stuff.
There are not that many smokers in the top. Is there anyone else than Grishchuk smoking? Maybe Nepo is a smoker.
Oh. I don't know. I wouldn't know.
So Nepo is a vapor. Yeah, it is interesting indeed that they don't. There are not similar questions in the press at the press conference, like about their personal life and tastes and stuff like that. Only boring chess questions.
Well, I think Magnus was actually asked about something about the UAE with human rights or something, and he said no comment.
Yeah, but something like, what is your favorite food or drink, or if they smoke, or I don't know, whatever. Some juicy stuff about their personal life. Okay, how does the knight move let's say that it was funny. On the other hand, still a chess question, so. Hello, Notice. How do you sleep? With whom do you sleep? Yeah, exactly. So, stuff like that. How many partners do you have? And also, it would be interesting to find out what is he thinking about for 30 minutes now. That's just crazy.
What do you think he'll play? Rookie one?
There is a very good chance for Rookie 1, I believe. But this should happen, however, maybe. On the other
A4,
hand, yeah, you were saying?
Someone said that he's going to play A4 and make Nepo think for 30 minutes.
Well, A4 is not that bad, to be honest. Because without a check, probably black will not simply play king f8. Shore castle, not an option after this h5. And if we assume that black plans to go long castle if he can, so we can hit him with an early a4. a5. But now black managed to weaken both flanks. What are you gonna do with your king? Yeah, I guess there are no bad moves for white here. So, okay, let's see on the other hand. Is there any threat? I mean, take the pawn now. Okay, actually this queen d4, it doesn't really make sense now. Because if you go this way, I can probably just go h4, and after you take on g7, now I go long castle, and looks like a game. Or maybe not. I don't know, I mean... Is Magnus pushing for another win today? I don't know. I don't know what is he doing. Thinking for 40 minutes now. This is a complete mystery. What is going on here? Yeah, rook e1 probably will happen somehow, but yeah, the question is that can you improve this idea somehow or not? I guess this is what he's thinking about. And yeah, for example, c4 is definitely also an option here. Yeah, Megalodon was on fire yesterday, guessing all the moves, so... Queen f3. It is also an option. Yeah, there are many options. Queen f3. Bishop g4. Check. And yeah, we are not in time to play bishop g6. We cannot take the pawn, so we have to go on e3. Okay, we have to go for some cheapos here. Bishop b5, pretend that it was a mouse slip, and after h4, boom. So what do you guys think that he will play? I believe there is a very good chance for c4, for rook e1. What else? Queen f3. How serious is this option? h3, I don't know.
Yeah, I think after h3, just g5.
g5 immediately.
No, queen h4 first. Queen h4.
Queen h4 first. I don't know, I actually like that g5 immediately, because no... Or do we
Well,
go
maybe, yeah,
crazy?
actually, I think, yeah.
Check and king f8. But yeah, the problem here is that white can force the queen's trade. Queen e1 and bishop b4. Wow, that's an interesting idea. Trying to force the draw. But this allows rook h6. Take, take.
Oh.
Queen e5. Well, Yeah, h3. I don't know. I don't believe in h3. Actually, I guess after h3 something like queen f6 can be a move. So queen e1 check. Wow. who who mentioned that? So after thinking for 40 minutes, he goes for queen e1 check.
Oh, wow.
I think this is the move that is kind of forcing the draw.
Flummoxed is a great word. King f8.
King f8. Well, I don't know. King f8. Yeah, I will just probably go bishop b4. Yeah, who guessed that queen e1? That's just some black sorcery. I mean, yeah. After this will force the trade of the bishops and that will deny any kind of attacking chances, I believe.
And now Nepo is gonna think for another 40 minutes.
Apple, I think he's not at the board or something like that. I mean, or I don't know if is there anything to think about.
you want to do some groceries.
Where are they actually going when they are not at the board? Good question. I think they have kind of a lobby where they can walk around and relax, gather their thoughts, stuff like that. Or maybe even get some snacks, I don't know. Have you ever been to a world championship? Not really. Sesse, a supercomputer. Did you know that, Diana?
No, I didn't know that.
I also never heard about Sesse, the supercomputer.
Sometimes you scare me.
Queen e1, check, and Nepo is shocked. Yeah, this is somehow the curse of the classical on the board chess, that following these games,
all right,
it can be a bit boring. I will not lie.
It's sad that we spent so much time and we still didn't guess the Queen E1 or H5.
That is correct. On the other hand, the position is so equal that there are probably not no bad the bad moves here at this point. When he went for this h5, yeah, black has to be a bit precise, but still has many options.
Oh, I actually got a raid on my channel from this broadcast chef room, but I'm actually streaming on Trankuilizer's channel. So if you go to this link, then you can follow it live here. So, but thank you for the raid.
Yeah, and hello raiders. We are very excited about this position.
Yeah. We're excited. So we waited an hour for 2 moves that we didn't figure out. I was excited for H5, and now Queen E1, and he just brought things back to normal.
Yeah, that is correct. I mean, yeah, if he goes for c4 or maybe some check, or I don't know, if he tries something in this position, yeah, actually the game could have been interesting in a way, I would say. Still a draw probably, but after this Queen E1, it feels like he's trying to play in such way that nothing bad can happen. So how could black make this interesting? Let's say Queen e7, Queen e7, King e7, check. King f6, h4, and suddenly we have a game. Well, okay. I don't think that the question was about junior championships.
Oh, when did you win the World Championships? I didn't know that.
You didn't know that I won a world championship?
No.
But yeah, that was under 16, so...
Oh, that's so great. I never knew that.
It was a long time ago.
Who else was there? Any of the big players in your category?
Well, I think Aronian is the highest rated from that
Really?
championship.
No way. Oh, that's so good. Congratulations. That's really, really good.
Thank you.
That's great.
Uh,
How was it? What was it like when you won the World Championships?
I don't know what to say. I was not that excited, I will not lie. It seemed like something normal back then. I mean, I was not surprised.
Really? Oh. Hmm.
Diana also won a championship. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
but I just won the World Schools. Not the same.
Oh, it was a school championship.
Yeah.
But still, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Not up against Iranian. Did
But
you
yeah,
play
okay,
against him?
these junior titles, I don't know. I'm not excited about these. Obviously, when you are there, I mean, when you are young and you get some, you win these kind of championships, it matters because, yeah, it can help you finding a sponsor with stuff like that. On the other hand, I don't know what kind of value is in that. Kid stuff, I would say.
No, I think it's a huge achievement because, well, everyone else has similar opportunities that you come up against at that stage. So I don't know. I think it's a huge achievement.
Okay, well, better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, winning a world championship is better, definitely better than nothing.
Um, so Queen E1. This is also interesting that he goes Queen E7 after Bishop B4 and not right away. Wow. But this is basically winning a tempo for black in a way. Because if you take on E7 now and I take with the bishop, well, you can choose to run away, then give me a tempo, or take. On the other hand, if you take, then definitely there are not enough pieces to create anything. Candidate master title for the... I don't know, I think you get the FIDE master title if you win the World Championship, World Junior Championship. But yeah, I already was. I had a pretty high rating, around 2400, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah. So we are at move 11. Nothing happened. Bishop g5. That's a good point. That is a move. I don't know how annoying it is though, because I guess I can just take the queen, you take, go king f8, and now you kind of have to move this bishop. I guess I want to play f6, king f7. I don't know. I believe whatever happens here, this should be a draw somehow. So he took on d6. At least this will keep the queens on the board. Because you have to take with the queen.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we are hoping for. Maybe they will manage to put all the pieces on the d file yet again, something like that.
I don't think a rook is going to be on d8.
Yeah, of course, but I don't know, in this position, other than trolling or playing for the memes, I don't really see what can you do here. Okay, queen d2, okay. There is a chance.
Oh, yeah. That's so funny.
There is a chance.
Well, it was good while it lasted. H5 gave us a little bit of excitement.
Yeah, that is correct. On the other hand, this queen e1 kinda killed the hopes.
Yeah.
What is the safest way here? Okay, I can understand in a way because, yeah, it looks like white is absolutely risk-free. On black, on the other hand, if, let's say, goes for something like g6, maybe I can try to go for that e5 square, something like this. This is not completely over, or maybe this is not even necessary. Maybe something like, okay, doubling the rooks, and if you take, I take with the pawn, and okay. Whatever, so there are still some small issues with black to find a way to be absolutely risk-free. But yeah, it would be funny to see something like rook d8 here. Do you guys think Magnus can draw stockfish? What do you think about that?
I don't think it's unlikely. I think it would be possible.
How many draws can he get out of 10 games, let's say? What do you think? One? I would say around 5. I think with white he can 100% make a draw against the computer. Okay, rook e8 on the board. I guess rook e1 will happen. I don't really see the point of something like queen g5. Yeah, I believe that it is fairly easy to make a draw with white against anyone.
I'm not talking. People are asking on my channel why I don't have the same energy.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
Yeah, I'm a lot more nervous on other people's channels because I don't have the same level of freedom. But when you went for a break, I started talking to them and being a little
Yeah,
bit
but
more.
yeah, you should not be worried.
Yeah, I
Just
think it just happens.
and yeah, also I can understand that this position is so complicated that you have to calculate what is going on here. On the other hand, yeah, actually it is tough. It is tough to find any idea in this position to make it interesting.
Yeah, he can't do anything. Not even H4, H3. Oh, rookie one is probably going to come in next. Yep.
So actually, rook e1, rook h6. And they will probably trade the rooks on the e file. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that they pretend that they are playing or they actually believe that there can be something in this position. Difficult to say.
They're not thinking about us watching.
Well,
They're just
that's
thinking about themselves.
yeah, exactly. Very selfish, selfish guys, I must say. Maybe this should not be allowed. There should be a rule that you cannot exchange the pieces in the first 10 moves or something
Yeah.
like that. Just in time for the draw. That is correct. Yep, we are just sitting here, staring at the screen. Not much to say. I will not lie. I just don't see how could you make this interesting. And yeah, for example, Carson definitely should be punished after this game because forcing the draw with white that is not allowed. Watching paint dry is interesting as well. That is correct. Probably more interesting than this
Yeah,
position.
I agree. Yeah.
It is not only a draw, it is a very boring draw and also very annoying that they actually pretend like they are fighting. I mean, why they are wasting so much time? That's also a bit annoying. I mean, if you want to make a draw, okay, let's go. Just swap the rooks and let us and leave us alone.
Yeah.
Queen g5. Um, I believe I can play... No, actually I cannot play rook e6. I thought that I might have some tricks. On the other hand, yeah, you can take the pawn.
Yeah.
Because you
And
have
queen
this...
h8.
Queen e5. So rook e6 doesn't work. Yeah, we managed to survive 15 moves. That's a good point. How many draws does a typical championship series have? Well, in the previous one, we had a 100%, I believe. Right? There were all the games were draw against Caruana.
Oh, I don't remember. Oh.
Can anyone confirm that? Because yeah, I'm also not sure. I didn't really watch that championship, to be honest. And yeah, I thought that this one is going to be interesting, and there were interesting moments, I will not lie. On the other hand, we have also many similar games like this one. Queen g5. Can there be something in this position actually? I guess not. I mean, okay, let's say that I simply go for c6. If you take on e8, I take rook e1. Now I guess we can go for this rook e6. Get rid of the... Okay, maybe not.
Checkmate. Oh.
Checkmate.
Then
Almost.
Yeah.
And white looks like is running away with the pawn here, even though we can try go fishing here on the queen side. Okay, this is a check. Take another pawn. And just push the h pawn. Okay, this is very far. Nothing similar will happen. Don't be scared, guys.
Maybe we can go h4 now.
h4. I don't know. Forcing any kind of attack, it doesn't really make sense anymore, I believe, because yeah, there are just not enough pieces, and
Yeah.
the further that pawn is, the weaker it is. I mean, actually, if you play h4, maybe it can become a problem that pawn is too weak, and yeah, I don't believe that there can be any attack anymore. So I think black's idea in this position is to get rid of the rooks somehow. But okay, it is not that simple actually with that queen on g5. And yeah, for example, if we check this position with the computer, is dead draw. For these guys is dead draw. On the other hand, on a lower level, this game could... it is definitely not over, I would say. I mean, here actually black still has some small problems to solve.
$2 million.
Yeah, where they will share $2 million, I believe.
Oh, wow.
So there is a huge prize pool in this event.
They're getting 2 million for sitting on chairs.
Well, I think they get something like 60-40. So 60% goes for the winner and 40% for the loser.
Yeah. Well, maybe that makes sense why they're getting so afraid of doing anything exciting.
Well, definitely makes sense. On the other hand, if you get 40% for sure, that's a pretty huge amount anyway, so you should
Yes.
not be that stressed, I guess.
Yeah. If only it was a poker match, it would be a little bit more exciting.
Is there a place where I can find the Chess World Championship results? I'm pretty sure if you Google it, you can find, or maybe there is a Wikipedia about the Chess World Championships. I'm pretty sure that there is a place. Yeah, there should be something like they should cut 10% from the prize pool for every draw.
Yes.
To make it interesting. I think they are more interested in the title. Yeah, also this is also a good question. Why would Carlsen care about the title? I mean, he already achieved to become a world champion. He's the highest rated anyway, so even if he loses the title, people will still consider him the best player. I don't know, and I don't think that he cares about the money that much, but you never know. So yeah, that's a good question. What is he playing for?
Well, the pride, just not being the one who loses.
Well, I guess that's a fair point.
I think that's
Trying
probably the main thing he cares about.
trying to show who is the boss.
Yes.
Anyway, the title, the world champion title, I believe it is attractive in a way because you can sell it. You can make money with the commercials, merchandise, and probably when you are invited to a tournament, you get more money and so on. But other than that, I don't know what actually means for someone to be the world champion. I mean, for Nepo, it is definitely way more important to win the event. Because yeah, it is not clear that if he will get this chance anymore. Don't forget he's a sport hero in Norway. Well, not only in Norway, he's a sport hero everywhere. Chess starts to become more and more popular. I must say.
Yeah, I think now is the year when you want to win it. It's become a lot more popular.
And also, I'm curious how many people are actually watching this championship all around the world. And I'm talking about actively. I mean, at least to spend 2 or 3 hours following the games. Does Carson get most of his income from endorsement? I don't know, to be honest, but he definitely does a lot of money besides beside the chess. I mean, he has his own business. He does commercials. I'm pretty sure that he knows how to sell the title. Yeah, Megalodon, but I think he also has some other businesses. So, but okay, obviously with chess he also does a lot of money. I mean, when he goes for a close tournament to play, then he already gets a huge starting fee. Or yeah, I guess whatever he does, he makes a lot of money, I believe. Has his clothing line? Yeah, I think so. And what about the position? Nothing happening, right?
No, C6 and nothing.
Well, okay. I'm going to grab some more coffee.
Okay. The most exciting thing is just
Yeah,
drinking coffee.
exactly. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay, see you. All right, guys, I'm here now. Have control over everything. Um, what should we talk about right now? The tension is rising. Hi, Diana, from where are you? I am from Ireland. Let's get some lines running. Yeah, let's do it. So, this is gonna probably be a draw, but okay, Limerick. Yes, I am from Limerick. Yes, I am. What is the next? I'm not living in Ireland right now. I'm actually in Birmingham in the UK right now, but I was born in Ireland. So, I will give a point to whoever guesses um the right move. You will get a point from me. What do you think Magnus will play? Because we have not guessed a move so far. Well, not a good move. Everything except the board. Wait, what? What do you mean everything except the board? Rook takes e8. Okay, so Petros Jans thinks rook takes e8. Okay, rook takes e8. Anything else? C3 is another suggestion. C3. Oh, I will not like to see C3. C3? Nah, I do not think he's going to play C3. He can't play C3. How do you know such a nice guy like Leventa? Well, I am just very lucky that. Actually, I knew of him because he's a great player in Romania, but I remember seeing when everyone was starting streaming last year in March. I had just started streaming, and then I think he started maybe in April or March. I think it was April. And I saw his stream, and then I came on and played and challenged him to a game on chess.com. And I was very nervous, and I thought it was a great game, and it was on stream, and I was very excited to play a GM. And then, oh, control of everything except the board. Yes, well, who cares about the board? I mean, nothing's really happening on the board anyway. But I ended up playing a good game. No Petros gems. I am definitely not. I am just a huge fan. And I was asked to be a special guest alongside all the rest of the GMs, and I don't think I stand a chance to commentate well, but I'm just going to try my best and adhere to make it accessible and say maybe some bad moves, and you guys can figure out why they're bad. But what I was gonna say is after that, it was just through streaming. G4 1-0 black lost on time. G4, oh, that would be a very nice move. G4, but I think H takes G4 and then black just wins. So yeah. Caruana thinks black is in trouble. Really? Yeah, made on H2. Black is in trouble. Well, if you tell me a move that would make black in trouble, then I will believe it.
So, do they still pretend? Oh, we have a move.
He just took the rook.
Exciting. Taking with the bishop, obviously.
Petros Jans gets a point from me because I said whoever guesses the move gets a point.
A point? What kind of point?
Well, just a point. Any point. They get to decide what it means.
Look at that.
They can just start collecting them.
Rookie 1 is on the board.
Also, someone said that Caruana thinks black is in trouble.
I wouldn't go that far. And yes, I mentioned if the level of the players would be unbalanced and let's say that Carsten would play this against someone lower than 2500, I would consider that, yeah, there are some chances for white. Against the top 10 player, I don't know. I don't believe it. But there are some chances, that's that's for sure. Something like bishop d7, check, boom.
Yeah, that would be nice. I would like to see that.
Okay, I guess for black would be, yeah, indeed, nice to manage to get rid of the rooks. On the other hand, this doesn't work because white can simply take the pawn, and this is not a mate because there is this bishop f1. And we have queen f6 on the board. Yeah, I believe this is the way. Let's try to make this interesting, like something like this. Check, and you say c5. Well, the problem with c5 is that I will keep on collecting.
Yeah.
And there is nothing you can do because this bishop b5 doesn't work. I will collect everything. But okay, we have queen f6 on the board. What about h4? But yeah, I guess I can just simply take the queen, go something like rook d6. And yeah, there is just no way that this can be enough. So what could be a try here for white? Or yeah, maybe he just gets bored, wasting another half an hour and take on f6. I'm not sure I can take much more excitement. Yes.
No, Petrosyan, you do not get a second point. It's too easy to predict a draw.
If you predict anything else than a draw, and it happens, then yeah, you will get not only 1 but 2 points.
2 points, yes. But I think if the rooks are off, if the rooks do exchange, maybe white does have chances in the bishop endgame.
In the bishop endgame, you think there is some chance for white?
Maybe because the black's bishop is a little bit worse, but I think it's still equal.
Yeah, that is correct in a way that indeed because of these pawns we can consider that this bishop is slightly better, but I don't think that it is enough. And to get some chances, I think that actually the rooks are necessary. I mean, an idea it would be a chance if white would manage to activate his rook somehow to get behind the pawns, or I don't know.
Mm.
I think they should start a game of backgammon on the side to decide a game. That's that's a good idea. Yeah, there should be something like a prize for the most boring game in a world championship.
Maybe he can try queen g3 and queen b8.
Well, the problem is after queen g3, I think black will go for repetition.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but there are some tricks. Rook e5 actually can be a move here, hoping for this f6, and boom.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, but yeah, Queen G3 actually is interesting, and yeah, obviously White's advantage here is this E5 square and slightly more active rook, and that's what he has to use somehow. But yeah, definitely if he goes for the queen exchange, that is just game over. I mean, this is kind of stupid that you cannot offer a draw after taking on f6. Queen e3. Okay, at least it is not a draw right away. Bishop d7. So bishop f5 doesn't work. It would be an interesting idea with the pawn on h7, but now the king can escape.
Yeah.
Mm. Also, I wonder... Okay, bishop d7 on the board. At least they started to play a bit faster. But okay, on the other hand, it is interesting that if he doesn't take on f6 in this position, he believes that there are chances. Bishop d7. Okay, Gixor, see you around. So what would you play here with white, Diana?
Probably queen g3.
Queen g3.
I think just queen d6.
Queen d6.
Oh, well, he played queen e3 anyway, so maybe he won't go back.
Well, this is a good question, though. I mean, he could play this immediately, that is correct. On the other hand, if you go for this immediately, maybe I can take the pawn. And after queen b8, play rook e6, take, take.
Wait, does... Oh, no, nothing. It doesn't work. Yeah.
But yeah, on the other hand, if you go queen e3, bishop d7, and now you go for queen g3, then black cannot take the pawn, so I must go for this queen d6, and now we can try rook e5.
Yeah.
I mean, we can try. I'm not sure how good it is. Jan is tilted. He's been very loosey-goosey with his sandwich. but yeah, I definitely think that they have too much time. Okay, h3. h3 is on the board, and yeah, the idea of the point of luring that queen to f6 is that you stop the rook trade ideas. So h3, small improvement, let's say. What can... Okay, this is a good question. That black wants to play that h4 or not. Okay, it feels like the most natural move in this position to control that g3 square, not to allow these ideas. On the other hand, yeah, I don't know if the pawn can become a weakness or not.
Yeah, I think h4 is good.
h4, what can we do? Okay, let's just play c3, even though yeah, okay. Queen d6. But also playing queen d6 immediately, maybe it can be an idea with the obvious threat of rook e6, kind of forcing queen g5, or maybe bishop f5 here can be a move. Yeah, definitely still a small edge for white here.
h4 was played.
h4 on the board.
Great.
What can white do here? So let's say that okay, most players in this position probably would not have high hopes, probably just go for some short and fast draw, something like queen e5, take, I don't know, yeah, just swap the rooks and okay, and offer a draw, something like that. On the other hand, let's say that we are trying to win this with white somehow. What would be your plan, Diana, here with white?
There's just no way of getting in. Maybe I can try queen d2. Oh, c4 was played.
Yeah, I did think about queen d2 also with the idea of check and something like that. The problem is that I think black can take the pawn on d4.
Yeah.
And I don't see any tricks.
Queen a5, yeah.
You have a check, I go c5 and we are simply a pawn down.
Yeah.
Okay, nevertheless, c4 was played. Interesting. f4 with the idea of queen e5. It makes sense. On the other hand, I believe the problem with this plan, it should be something like queen d6, and if you try queen e5, then maybe I can go rook e6. I will have to trade the queens, and if you trade the queens, yeah, I just don't think that this can be enough ever. Maybe still. No, this just cannot be enough. But okay, c4. Well, that is correct that the isolated pawn generally in the endgame, it can become a weakness. On the other hand, white is very active. I don't think black can stop that d5, so if white wants to get rid of the isolated pawn, he probably can do that. But the whole point of this c4 is to activate the bishop, and yeah, still trying to use the fact that the king and the rook are a bit misplaced. Well, the king on f8 is safe in a way, but because this rook is misplaced, yeah, I mean, the black pieces are a bit stuck here. You cannot really do anything.
Go for g5.
g5. Let's go. But now I will go for your pawns. Boom.
What if you go before taking the pawn? Now g5. After
g5
c4.
immediately.
Yeah.
That is an option, that's for sure. But yeah, now this might be a bit dangerous because I take on d5 and now I will play queen e5. And if you take the queen, that g5 actually becomes a problem. And okay, you are not forced to take on e5 obviously, but actually maybe queen f6 with, with the idea of rook e5 is a threat. Can take, play. No, you cannot take. I was thinking bishop here.
Yeah, but then I lose the g5 pawn.
Yeah, I thought that maybe there is some counterplay with this rook f4.
Oh.
You take a pawn, but I also take a pawn, and actually not only that I take the d4, but I can activate my rook. But yeah, this is definitely dubious here, because now I can, yeah, just go for this check, maybe take this pawn. But okay, after a g4, this maybe is not that simple. So yeah, this c4 complicates stuff a bit. The right answer should be to take, I believe, but on the other hand, yeah, now this king is not that safe anymore. And yeah, I agree, this starts to become interesting. I mean, it would be funny if we would see another decided game after this opening. But yeah, chess can be tricky. I mean, in seemingly very simple positions, there are still some hidden ideas and tricks. And if you are too relaxed, you consider that, okay, this is going to be a draw anyway, then at one point you will realize that, wait a second, there are actually problems. So yeah, black still has to be precise here, I believe. Black to play c5. That is pretty wild. And I don't think so, because I can just simply take that pawn. Well, yeah, long as black doesn't find a way to stabilize, to get out of, I mean, to get in a situation where nothing bad can happen, there is still hope. And yeah, bishop e6 doesn't work if you are trying to take with the bishop on d5, because of that misplaced king on f8. So what to do, what to do? Let's check the position with black. How unpleasant is this? The story of the sad rook. Okay, what if I play rook h5?
Hmm. To play rook g5? Or
Yeah, rook g5 is one of my plans. And also, if you take on the on d5, maybe I will take it with the rook.
yeah.
So I believe that this move definitely can be considered. So bishop e2, rook g5. And this check on a3, it is just a check. So yeah, I switched the board, so maybe this makes it more interesting. If we are trying to see this position with black, because
Well, it's
with
actually
white,
not hanging.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was just saying it. The queen is defending h3.
Oh yeah, in that position with the rook on g5,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, and what I was about to say, that with white the position seemed boring because with white you always aim for some advantage out of the opening, and it seemed like it is not enough. On the other hand, with black, you kind of want to stabilize to be sure that nothing happens, to equalize completely, which did not happened in this game, I believe. So how easy is to play this with black? And rook h5, it seems to be a move. Take on c4. How dangerous is this? I don't know, for some reason I don't really like that d takes on c4. And also a question is that something like c5 can be a plan. g6 and reroute the rook. It makes sense. On the other hand, I can take the rook on h6. c4, rook h5, bishop e2, and bishop g2. Good, a very good question.
I can't do anything actually. Maybe bishop e6, but nothing.
Yeah, probably bishop e6 is the only way to not lose immediately, right? But this is losing a pawn, or maybe black can still survive this. Actually, I can even take with the queen here, because the rook is hanging. Oh, okay, maybe there is no reason for that. Okay, maybe this is not so bad.
Hmm.
And yeah, I believe black is fine. So, but okay, still. Okay, he took on c4. He didn't like that rook h5. Let's see how bad that the rook h5 was. So yeah, actually g5 looks like it was a good move. Queen d8, we didn't think about that. And dc4 computer interruption. So bishop e2, rook g5, bishop g4. So what did we miss here? f4. Very unpleasant. f5 is coming. There are some mates, and actually, where do you put the rook? So bishop rook h5 didn't work, but it is a very good example how you can lose a seemingly simple position. I mean, it looks like this does nothing. On the other hand, yeah, there was this hidden idea of playing bishop e2, bishop g4. dc bishop c4. Yeah, I don't really see an easy force draw here. We need a hero plan for black. But yeah, and also this is a good question. We could see that the computer considered this g5. And it was not worried about this queen e5. Maybe bishop c6 is the answer. Maybe we were right with this line. I mean, here black is definitely fine, I believe. I'm curious to see. So take queen e5, and actually you can simply take rook b6, b3. Oh, rook b4. I completely missed this idea that you can get to that pawn from this side also. Bishop e6. Let's take everything. And okay, things are happening. There you go.
B5.
There goes the hero plan for black. But yeah, for example, here, yeah, the problem with king g8 is that gives up on the e7 square, and now after queen e7, white will be too active. Can this work? Oh no. What am I doing? Nevertheless, b5 is on the board. I did think about this, but it seems to be a bit ugly.
Because of c6? Or why?
But Yeah, obviously that c6 remains behind and also weakening the black squares. And also this bishop on d7 yet again can become a bad bishop by fixing the pawns on the white squares. I think, yeah, this is a good question. What if I just take the pawn? I like g5 more than b5. Yeah, I can understand why. On the other hand, if you go g5, I guess I can do the same, just take this pawn on a7. Or if you go for king g7, this rook e7 actually is pretty unpleasant. After queen d6, the pawn goes down, and yeah, I don't know if there is any kind of attack. Maybe there is. But yeah, maybe I can just take the pawn, you go for h3, and now I get rid of the queens. This looks fine for white, so the question is, after b5, can white take the pawn or not? Well, I guess I have to play this king g8, but I still can take the pawn. So is black in trouble here?
Hmm. Can I sacrifice on h3?
Oh, that's an interesting idea. I don't know why am I doing this when I can just simply go with this check and then take on f7. This looks pretty dangerous, threatening rook h8 check, followed by a fat mate. If you are trying to be fancy here. Or, I don't know, let's say you go for this, threatening mate, then we have check, check. Mate. And okay, this b5, it is probably a bit risky. On the other hand, I'm not sure how difficult it is to play this position, because yeah, I don't really see a move for black. If you go queen d6, then I don't know, maybe something like queen g5 can be unpleasant, and yeah, you cannot repeat anymore because I can simply take the pawn. So yeah, this rook on h6 actually is the problem. And okay, we have queen a3, queen a3 check on the board. It looks like the pawn is going down. Queen d6 should be the move, I believe. And followed by some g5 maybe. But okay, this feels like a clear pawn, nevertheless. And c4 is hanging, but you cannot take. I have this check on a8, and it is pretty unpleasant. Do you think he missed queen a3? I don't think. What do you think, Diana?
I don't think you can miss.
I think he gave up on the pawn on purpose because he considered that the position is so unpleasant that he's kind of forced to do something active.
Okay, so queen a3, king g8, and then after queen takes a7. Well, let's just look at bishop takes h3 again.
Well, this I don't think that can work ever.
Okay. Well, I have some ideas with rook g6. Because if bishop takes, queen takes.
Interesting.
And
I will not lie. Very tricky. I don't really see a solution here for white. Well, the main problem with the bishop h3, okay, this trick doesn't work anymore, unfortunately, because black is running away. Even here, I guess white is not risking anything. I mean, I can just take on g6, then take on h3. On the other hand, white probably has safer options, like this queen f7, for example, that you have to take. I go with this check, and now this is just
oh yeah,
a better endgame. It should be winning, to be honest. So yeah, this doesn't work for many reasons. On the other hand, this rook g6 is a very nice solution here. A very nice find, and yeah, I don't know.
I think he has to still go rook h8, probably, or maybe bishop 2.
Yeah, probably I have to go for that line. Otherwise, I can be in trouble. I mean, if I try something like g3, already rook f3 is rook g3 is winning on spot.
Yeah. Queen f1.
And also, if I take on g6, the problem is that now the rook is actually also hanging on e8. Okay, so check on
but I think queen f7 is just winning that there.
Yeah, exactly.
So king g8 or queen d6?
That's a very good question. Let's try something like this. Take the bishop, take the bishop. Can there be something here?
Maybe you can try queen f4.
What to do, what to do. I mean, okay, maybe I can just simply get rid of the queens.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm. So this is not so boring after all. Or maybe if white manages to win, we can call it a boring win. Can a win ever be boring? Did he miss this queen a3 or not? This is a very good question. Did anyone see his face after this queen a3 check? Typical Carson focus forced him to mistake through boring moves. Yeah, it was very interesting. I thought that there's just no way that there is a way to win this. But I stand corrected here because now there are definitely very good chances for white to win. So king g8 is on the board. A pawn is a pawn. In my opinion, a pawn is a pawn.
Yeah, I guess this is just a lot better for white. He can't do anything.
Well, yeah, bishop h3 would have been a chance. Otherwise, yeah. Black is simply a pawn down, and Carlsen goes for it. Takes the pawn on a7. And probably not ashamed by winning with a boring game. Is this completely winning for Carlsen? I didn't check with the computer, but I would say that it is winning. and Nepo's chances are close to 0, I would say, to win this. But already, actually, it is not that easy to find a move for black. I mean, it might be winning on spot. If you have to take on c4, yeah, I don't think that you can escape in this endgame. I mean, maybe this is still the best chance, I don't know. We will check it in a second. Just let me see if... But yeah, I don't really see anything else. I mean, otherwise, black is in trouble on spot here. Maybe some queen d8. But okay, I can just play whatever. Let's ask the computer. +1, and look at that. Bishop h3 actually is in top 3. But yeah, as you guys see, the computer considers this position kind of winning. And looks like this b5, it was a huge mistake.
That's really frustrating for Nepo.
Yeah, it is a very strange way to lose the game. I will not try. I mean, to blunder a pawn like that. I start to believe that he simply missed this queen a7.
Yeah.
So Sessa, the supercomputer, is saying that this is game over. Yeah, this b5 is such a strange blunder, and also it is pretty strange that Nepo is not at the board. So what is he doing?
Crying.
You say that he found a corner and he's crying?
Yeah, banging his head on the wall.
It is possible. It is such a strange blunder. I mean, to miss this queen a7 here. It's and also it is very strange that he's not at the table. I guess he ran away after this check, and he is refusing to come back. So for 6 minutes now. What is this?
Yeah, he just doesn't know what to do. He doesn't want to give up. Did he just leave after the move was made?
I think he left after this king g8, not waiting for this move to happen.
Oh.
And now he doesn't want to come back. What is this?
Oh. Yeah, he probably didn't want to show his face on the camera.
It is possible that he's so angry that he doesn't know what to do, or yeah, bit of a mystery going on here.
Yeah, well, it's really. He played. Did he play Bishop H3? No, he's not there.
No, he didn't. Well, he's not at the board, so he cannot play. This is a very strange and awkward situation, I would say.
Yeah, oh, poor guy. That's sad.
Look at that, for missing for almost
You gotta
10
fly
minutes.
back to Russia.
What is this? Do they have screens in the back? I don't know. Maybe he went home.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just very, very strange.
Yeah, I guess once Carlsen wins this game, it's over.
Well, the chances for Napoli will be really, really low to come back from this. Okay, he's back now. Wow. So he's back, and with an instant move, Queen D8. And he instantly left the board. This might be a strategy for him trying to annoy his opponent? I mean, obviously it is not nice to leave the board when it is your turn to move. Once Carlsen wins this game, we will see a King's Gambit and everybody will be happy. Maybe. So he likes to look at the screen in the players area. So he played so much online chess that he likes the digital board more than the real one. But yeah, I don't think that Magnus will miss the win here. SSA +4, wow.
Oh, wow.
I think Stockfish only gives 1.5. Bishop b3, yeah, that's natural, just to keep on the pressure on f7. Finally, maybe black can try to activate this rook, to play rook d6. But, yeah, I don't know. Queen c5, queen f6, okay. So this would be kind of an improvement for black. We don't just read the evaluation and then decide the result, they still have to play. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the game is definitely not over. On the other hand, this is a good question, how difficult it is to win this position, and the computer's evaluation kind of gives us an idea. I mean, +4, that is just too much. I mean, for a computer's evaluation +4, that is similar to a piece up, so it means that there should be still something concrete here. So what can that be? Yeah, on their level, an endgame with a pawn up, it should be always a win. I mean, when there is zero compensation, and there is not only that there is no compensation for the pawn, on the other hand, white is still more active, and black still have some weaknesses. So the question is how to win this on the spot.
Rook d6 was played.
Yeah, actually rook d6 is on the board.
Oh no, the computer says +4.
Oh, now the Stockfish also is saying +4, so this might be over. Like
no.
immediately after rook e4.
Oh no. His only chance, I think, the computer says rook h5. That's his only chance.
But okay, rook h5 here is... Yeah, this is amazing. I mean, we were kind of sleeping here, not doing anything. It was so boring, and suddenly the game is over.
Yeah.
What is this?
Wow.
And this is what probably happened to Nepo also, I believe, until at one point he considered that the position should be easy draw. After that, I guess at one point he started to feel that it is not that easy, and Then he
just got
tried to
impatient.
go for some active solutions, which was a bad idea.
Yeah, he just lost his patience, I think.
Looks like. The evaluation after with queen d6 instead of b5 is very close to 0-0. Actually, the computer still considers this a chance. After queen b3. Yeah, okay, I also kind of missed this move, to be honest. I'm not sure which is the best move here. Instead of b5, definitely not that easy, like the computer considers here to be very close to 0-0. There are still some issues to solve. b5 looked like a concrete solution because, yeah, if you have to put the bishop back on b3, then you will not have this tempo, not to mention that maybe I can just push the queenside pawns, having enough defense on that weakness. That could be a problem. And I think he thought that, okay, this is fine. And he just completely missed this idea that white can actually take the pawn because the bishop is hanging on d7. I think it was just a blind spot for him or something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, this actually to bring the rook on the f file makes sense. Also, rook e4 I like because puts pressure on the h pawn, defends the d pawn, and also can have ideas like rook f4 attacking f7. So it is not a difficult move to find.
I'm just gonna turn on my light in a second.
Okay. Probably the match is over. Yeah, I agree, Kingshield. There is a very good chance that there is no coming back from 2-0. On the other hand, also a very good question that what will Nepo do if we lose this game?
Maybe he'll lose the pressure and he can start to push a bit more.
Well, it will be very interesting to see what opening he will choose for the comeback. I don't know why people want to see that King's Gambit so badly. He will go berserk. That's a good one. Berserk and 1g4. Okay, and also we could see yesterday that there were some time troubles and also a lot of mistakes in the time trouble. So is it possible that Carson will get in time trouble again?
Well, I think it's okay if he gets in time trouble here.
Well, I guess it is okay to spend some time here because indeed it is important to be precise here, and if you can end the game fast as possible, so it would be ideal. On the other hand, when you invest some time in a position and it leads nowhere, you don't find that improvement that you consider that it should be there, but you lose a lot of time, that can backfire.
Yeah.
I would definitely, yeah, just okay, I don't know if something like a4 is there to consider, or what else can queen c5. I believe it can be a move that he thinks about, or maybe some rook e5 instead of rook e4. I mean, all these moves are logical. But I guess the point with this rook e4 is that you cannot go queen d6 because now I can simply take on h4, and okay, losing another pawn, it should be definitely game over.
Yeah. Well, he can play any of them. They're all good.
Yeah, I guess they are all good, but I still believe that he will go for rook e4. Yeah, and of course.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow, John Railson. This is the ghost voice. Hello, hello, this is the ghost voice.
Yeah, it feels like game over.
Just after one move. Just b5, but give it all away. Oh.
Yeah, chess is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see moves for black, to be honest. This is a problem. g5. g5 is g5. Kinda makes sense to make room for the king and also to control this square and also defend the h pawn. The problem is that g5 becomes weak now. And maybe, yeah, maybe I can just go for this rook e5 with the threat of queen c5. And actually, how do you defend against that? Or maybe I can start with queen c5. That's a good point, because after queen f6 I can still play rook e5 and feels like game over.
Oh.
And yeah, this cannot move because we always have such tricks. Yeah, I think this is this is crazy. Okay, let's switch the board. How comfortable is this with white? Well, pretty comfortable, I must say. Not to mention that in this position, rook h4 is also a threat. I mean, let's say if you play b4. Okay, I don't know why would you do that. But I can actually just take on h4 and then
Yeah.
take the rook.
He actually left the board and just came back now.
Oh, he was in the other room yet again. Yeah, this is a very strange style, and yeah, I don't know. I also don't know how if the rules allow this. I mean, imagine that, for example, you are at the board, your opponent makes a move, and yeah, you just leave. I mean, what? Well, I can understand that Nepo does it all the time, but I'm not sure the rules allow this. I mean, yeah, the arbiters can choose to do something about it or not, but I don't know, it is very, very strange.
Throw for content.
It is not allowed to leave the board if it is your turn.
Yeah, I think he left straight after he made a move.
Yeah, but on the other hand, let's say that he is following the game on the screens. He knows that his opponent moved,
Yeah.
but he's not going back.
Yeah.
That's like leaving the board, I mean.
Yeah.
Well, of course it is not that important, and I'm sure that Carson will not make a scene, even though I think he mentioned in one of the press conferences that it is a bit strange.
Really?
Yeah,
They
I
spoke
think
about
so.
it. Oh. Oh, a lot of exchanges went.
Yeah, they exchanged everything on e6, and we have this queen's endgame. Was this the best for him? Bishop e6. This Nepo should send someone else to make the move. Yeah, exactly. So what is the easiest way to win this? Well, in the queen endgames, you generally want your queen active as possible. So bringing the queen in the center with such a maneuver, it kind of make sense. So there is a very good chance for something like queen c5. Just to bring the queen on e5, or I don't know, maybe even on c5 is good enough, and then start pushing the a pawn. So yeah, this is what he's doing.
Queen c5, yeah.
I mean, what
Is anybody watching? Any loyal Diana viewers here?
On more pawns, I believe. So,
Make some
or maybe he can
noise
do
and chat.
something like king f7. I mean, okay, maybe I can actually take some more pawns here. Because after this check, maybe we can just simply go queen f1. Wherever you go, I don't know, play queen a1 and then start pushing the a pawn. Okay, I don't know. I mean, obviously it is not forced to play this queen a1. I mean, yeah, I can just go here and
Queen a5.
Sorry?
What if you play queen a5? To try and go for some checks.
Queen a5 in which position?
Instead of king f7. So after queen c5.
Oh, I see. I see. That is a fair question.
Oh, queen a5 was played. Great.
Yeah, queen a5 is on the board. Well, probably only chance at this point. It feels like taking on c6 should be fine.
Yeah, he did.
So he just took there. Now the only chance I believe is to take the f2 pawn.
Yeah.
And go where to go. And actually, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Let's say here, check. I don't know. This. And yeah, I guess I can just push the pawn. Play b4. Or maybe I can just start pushing the D pawn, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I can just push the D pawn. I mean, this should be winning. Okay, we actually have this position on the board. It looks like it will be over very soon.
Yeah.
And yeah, they are blitzing out the moves. I don't really see what chances.
They took their time, and now he is not thinking anymore. And at the start,
Well, I
think
guess
even
there
if he
is.
did this, he would
Yes.
have had a better chance instead of thinking so much with b5.
Yeah. Should have spent more time with that b5. Okay, he did spend some time after thinking for 4 minutes. He went for this b5. A very strange moment here. I'm really curious to find out. But I'm not sure that he will go for the press conference after this game. But yeah, I guess we will find out sooner or later what happened there. How could he miss such a simple tactic? I mean, this is just like, yeah, losing a pawn in one move for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay, this I like what he did here, staying with the king on g8, so at least the h4 doesn't go down with a check. So what is the most technical way of winning this? Not to give any chances.
Well, if he just pushes the pawn, d5.
d5. So, okay, I guess I have to take this one, otherwise, yeah. I mean, if you keep pushing, I guess I can play something like Queen d2. But okay, this is also a good question, that can you do something like
d6? No.
I mean, yeah, if you keep pushing, so is there a perpetual here or not?
Hmm.
I mean, we would like to avoid something like this if possible. I mean, yeah, getting rid of this H pawn would be nice, because that always offers some chances for black to find some perpetual. And yeah, this is the reason for not resigning. I mean, yeah, there are still some chances, but this is probably the last moment where something can go wrong for white. I mean, there should be a forced win, I believe. I kind of like b4 also to start with.
Thank you for the follow, Chess Mankeys.
But yeah,
Mankus.
b5 if works.
Thank you.
Should be the way. Okay, let's push. This is only move. So what did he play? b3. Very sneaky. So what is the trick with this b3? I mean, if I take the pawn, he wants to go for b5.
Oh yeah, maybe.
It can be an idea. I don't know. Take. We go back. Now we bring the queen back. And okay, I guess we should not give up on that pawn that easily. I mean, yeah, actually this is probably a better way to take than this. Gives less options for black. Not to mention that maybe here we can go with this check, and with the queen on d3 we can just start pushing the pawn. I don't think that there can be a perpetual ever. But yeah, you never know. I mean, let's say something like this. And yeah, I don't know. Probably you can just do this. And actually there are no more checks. Why is he not resigning? I don't know. Well, I guess this is not one of those positions where you should resign. I mean, there is still some chance. Nobody believes in it, I guess, but when you are at the board in such situations, you still hope.
No, he looks sad anyway. He's just
He doesn't believe in his chances also.
yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it is possible that he will resign. Okay, he took on a2, and yeah, looks like this was the plan to take the pawn on b5. Queen f2 is a must. Sorry. So what is the safest way here? So check there, check there. So bringing the queen back to e4. You cannot go wrong with that. I don't know, b4 seems to be probably the safest way. Sooner or later you will have to go with the queen for the b pawn, then I will probably just take the h pawn and yeah. So this is the position we have on the board. Or yeah, actually this check on d3 also makes sense. Queen d3 and queen d1, it is definitely an idea, but you have to be careful when you go for such ideas, because the fact that the queen is passive, it can be a problem. And yeah, for black, I mean, it is an option to... Okay, I cannot go to f5 because you swap the queens immediately. Okay, I mean, the position is so lost that... yeah, I don't know. What is there to try here? But yeah, I mean, I guess there are many ways to win, but generally in queen end games, if possible, you want your queen in the center. But yeah, when it is a forced win, I mean, something like this, I can understand. It makes sense because it will kind of force black to go back with the queen, or maybe check on f4. Yeah, you are kind of forced to go back on d6, and then I can activate my queen yet again. Queen b8 is mate in 11.
Oh wow.
No. There's just no way.
Queen b2 he played.
So... oh, Queen b2 was played instead of Queen f2.
Well, no, queen takes b5, queen f2, queen e5, and then queen b2.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, he simply went to e5, yeah. Actually, I mean, this is what you have to do in the queen endgames to keep your queen in the center if possible. Queen b2.
So should he go for the h pawn? Queen h5?
That's a good question. That should he give up on the b pawn for the h pawn? I'm not necessarily a fan of that, to be honest. So maybe he will just put the queen on d3 and start pushing the d pawn. Okay, this taking on... I mean, anything is still winning here, obviously. I'm just not sure which is the best way. Maybe something like queen e3 with the idea of pushing the d pawn. And yeah, that h pawn I can take anytime. Hmm. So yeah, this is a good question. That can we win this without taking the h pawn, or we have to trade the b pawn for the h pawn? Yeah, in an online game, I guess you could try that, right? To play something like queen e2 or queen d1. So yeah, queen d3. Now he's ready to push that pawn.
Yeah, queen f2.
Queen f2 was played.
No, but I'm just saying he has to try and go for perpetual.
Yeah. Okay, obviously, yeah, queen f2 was played.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I just realized that they are at move 40 soon. And yeah, I will probably not wait 2 hours
2 hours.
for
Oh,
I mean,
we
this is
already
definitely
waited.
not an exciting position.
Yeah.
But okay, let's wait. Move 40, queen c3, covering all the squares. So it is pretty obvious that he wants to put to push the b pawn, and actually the d pawn on d4 gives some cover to the king when you will start walking, if it is necessary.
Yeah.
Why is giving so much counterplay? There is no counterplay here. I mean, that's just one check. I go to g1 and yeah, I don't know. I don't really see what can you try here.
Yeah. He played king h7.
Yeah, this is pretty much over. I believe. So I guess that's it for today. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's an easy win. Although it might go on for another hour, but
Yeah, but I will not stay. I mean, I don't think that there is much to see here.
yeah.
And yeah, I'm afraid that Nepo indeed will think for a long time here, even though I don't really understand why would he do that. I don't think that there is any chance here.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So yeah, that's it for today, Diana. Thanks for joining. It was fun.
Yeah, thank you for inviting. Sorry that I wasn't so high energy.
No worries. I mean, I will blame the game.
The game, yeah, I agree. We can blame the game.
It was it had a really boring start, I would say, and it basically ended in one move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was definitely not the most exciting game. On the other hand, it is very interesting that we have another decided game, and the match situation also will kind of force Nepo to go some crazy stuff in the opening.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see some more fun games now. How many games are left?
Good question. This is round. What round is
8.
this? 8. So there are 6 more games left.
Yeah, 6 games. He needs to get 2 wins.
2 wins out of 6. Not to mention that he cannot lose anymore. So
Yeah, exactly. He can't. Yeah.
so he's definitely
Well,
in a tough situation.
yeah, it's tough. But he has no more pressure now, so hopefully we see something good. But thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it. And have enjoyed the rest of your streams with the commentary. I'll be watching as much as I can.
Okay, thank you, and thanks for joining.
Thank you, and thanks for having me, crew, Trankuilizer crew. I'll see you guys later, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Okay,
I'll see you guys.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.
So give me a second. There you go. And yeah, we have this interesting position. The point is tomorrow is rest day, I believe. So it is. I'm really curious. What will Nepo do in the next round? But that will be after